Hello, Otaku Fujoshi and the Anime Curious. My name is Random Sama 613 and welcome to Anime Opinions. This week I'm going to talk about an anime from early in 2013, I think it was the spring season, and I'm going to talk about its sequel that is currently airing with my first impression, and that is Chunibyo. So, Chunibyo is done by Kyoto Animation, who are well known for their cute girls doing cute things animes, and this one's no exception. Chunibyo starts off fairly fluffy, with basically cute girls doing cute things, and it very quickly becomes actually much deeper with a lot of more character development. And it becomes a really, really fantastic series near the end. So I'll just start off with what I thought of the animation quality, which I thought it was really good. Which is not surprising for Kyoto Animation. I haven't seen a badly animated Kyoto Animation series ever. Their animation quality is it is excellent, and it always has been, and that's why I usually keep watching their series, because the animation quality is just so good. I think that on that vein, though, the problem I had with Season 1 is that while the OP is good, and the song itself is really good, I don't like the way they do the jump cuts, because it's really obnoxious to me, and it really hurts my eyes, basically. I don't like the way they do the jump cuts. So, that's just a personal preference, that's a personal thing for me. I think that the Season 2 opener is actually better. I prefer the Season 2 opening, just animation style, because it doesn't have those weird jump cuts that bug the crap out of me, which is fine. That's just, again, a personal preference. I think that all the characters are really fascinating in Chunibyo. I really like the main character, Yuta. I really like him, because the basic idea with Chunibyo is that Yuta is going to a different high school farther away from where he lives, because he's trying to avoid running into people he knows from middle school, because he had what they call 8th grade syndrome, which is basically you adopt a persona and you become it's hard to exactly explain what Chunibyo is, but everyone goes through it. You basically adopt a persona and become and you're basically pretending to be something fantastic and magical in your normal mundane world, essentially. And he's trying to escape that because it was that embarrassing for him. And he encounters Rika, who is still in the throes of 8th grade syndrome. And the entire show is about them, basically. And it's really interesting to see how he slips back into his persona whenever he's around Rika. And then he immediately just, flat out denies that he's, he keeps saying that he's done with it, but he really isn't, and he never really is. And there's also other characters that are really interesting as well. There's Nibutani, who did the same thing that Yuta did. She went as far away from her old middle school as possible, because she also had a really bad case of Chunibyo, or 8th grade syndrome. And that ends up leaking out because of Rika's servant, I guess, Dekamori, who followed Nibutani's alter ego, Mori Summer, religiously online. And so, there's all those interactions. And then I'd argue she's the straight man, sort of, except she's not, and that's Kumin. And she's a year older than them, and she founded the napping club, because that's all she does. She sleeps a lot. But she's a really interesting character because I really enjoy her. She's arguably the most normal of all of them, which is really strange to say. So she's really interesting as well. She's probably my favorite character, just because a lot of her interactions are her sleep talking to people, which is adorable, and the entire dynamic is just excellent. The way that they kind of interact with each other is just great. It's hard to explain exactly. I really just recommend you watch the series. It's really that good. And then the series itself in the second half is kind of an exploration of what it is to grow up, what it is to how do you cope with different things, especially loss, stuff like that. And it's a great commentary on just being human, and how do you deal with stuff happening? How do you deal with loss? How do you deal with pain? How do you deal with love? How do you deal with these things? And I think it's really, really fantastic, and it's really, really fun, but at the same time it has really serious points, and I think that there's no way I can say that I don't like the series. I really do like the series. It is fantastic. Like I said, the only downsides are the opening is jump cutty, which drives me nuts, but that's a personal thing. And first half of the series is kind of relatively typical Kyoto animation, cute girls, cute things kind of stuff. So, other than that, it's a really good series, and I highly recommend it. As to season 2 so far, it's basically more of the same, from what I've seen. It picks up exactly where we left off. It fills in like essentially one episode in between that they don't do, telling us exactly why the situation is what it is right now. And I really, I'm excited. I'm really excited for season 2, and I think it's off to a great start. And I think that if they keep up this quality, it's going to be really good. But what did you guys think of Chunibyo season 1 and or season 2? Go ahead and toss a comment down below to me. If you liked the video, go ahead and throw a like. If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike it. It helps me figure out what I should possibly change. If you'd like this kind of video, go ahead and subscribe. This is primarily what I do. I do first impressions and reviews. And that's, I will occasionally do some other stuff, but that's primarily what I do. So if you like these, go ahead and subscribe. I do put out a video every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until next week, I've been Random Sama 613. This has been Anime Opinions, and until then, watch more anime.